G'day guys, Aussie Share Trader here. Last day of the month, my favourite day of the month. I've got a really croaky throat. Let's go. The information in this video and the links provided are for general information only and should not be taken as constituting professional advice from the Aussie Share Trader. The Aussie Share Trader is not a financial advisor. You should consider seeking independent financial, legal, taxation or other advice to check how the information relates to your unique circumstances. The Aussie Share Trader is not liable for any loss caused, whether due to negligence or otherwise arising from the use of or reliance on the information provided directly or indirectly by use of this video. So here we are back again, the last day of the month, and yes, I do apologise, just got a croaky throat the last couple of days, I'm not sure what, but anyway, I'll battle on. Hopefully I'll keep my voice for the whole video. Now, what an interesting month last month was, so we'll go back first and have a look at the ones from last month and discuss how they went. Okay, the first one was the kicker. KYK is the code. Now, last month this was 20.5 cents, and right now it is 30.5 cents. This is yesterday's closing prices. So that's a gain of 48.8% in the month. I spoke about these ones last month. They're an interesting little business. They're using the blockchain to try and solve a real world problem, which is the Know Your Customer and anti-money laundering protocols that banks and other big organisations have to abide by. And as I said, I'm in this industry, so I know at the moment it's very ad hoc. And looking at a business that can possibly solve that problem, and it is a massive problem, does excite me. And so far, so good with this little business. As I said, look, they're up 50%, but still their market cap is still only around $25 million. So they're still very small in the scheme of things. I get a lot of messages the last few weeks saying, is it too late? You know, can I still buy? And look, I don't really know the answer to that. They may go down to zero. But I mean, you've got to try and look into the future of what sort of revenue this business can have, and the potential revenue is huge out there. Whether this business is the one that solves the problem and gets to that revenue, or a bulk of it, is yet to be seen. But you know, if this business in the next 3 years starts to bring in revenues in the tens of millions of dollars, then the share price will be well north of where it is now, you know, 10, 20 times probably where it is now. And I'm not saying that's going to happen, but I'm saying that's the potential with this business. So is 30 cents too much? Well, if it goes to $5, then it's not. If it goes to zero, then it is. So, and you've got to work that out for yourself. But look, I'm still a holder of this business. There was a little bit of confusion, I think, because I talk about trading on these videos, and this one I'm more talking about a longer term hold, potentially anyway. So I wanted to get in early. I want to hold it for at least 3 months and just see how it goes, and then potentially this could be one I hold for the next 5-10 years. So anyway, it's going along nicely. We'll just see how the kicker goes over the next few months. They're bringing out little announcements here and there. I would expect the quarterly figures for this quarter that we're in now, from January through to the end of March, are going to be very important. They will come out probably late April. So once we see them and we can see how much revenue growth is in that quarter, then we'll get a real picture of perhaps the potential of these. So I'm excited about Kicker, but still cautious with them. Now, the second one from last month was Japara, JHC. They were $1.97 this time last month. Now they're $2.01. That's only a gain of 2%. So that doesn't sound great on the face of it, but as you can see, they did spike during the month, and they got up as high as, I think, just $2.10. I had my sell in just above that, so I didn't get rid of them. They've come back a little bit now to the $2.01. But look, if you're in these, well, I'm in these and I'm still holding. I'm hoping they go a little bit higher. They haven't done it yet, but maybe a bit more time on these ones and they will be okay. And the third one from last month was SLK Sealink. Now these are just a bit of a waste of time, unfortunately. They had no volatility whatsoever. They were $4.10. They're now $3.97, which is down 3.17%. I did say on my last vid that perhaps wait on these ones till they get around the 390 mark, which they haven't done yet. So look, I'm gone off these ones, to be honest. They haven't got the volatility we need as traders. So look, they're staying on my watch list, but just for the time being, I don't think they're a tradable option. Okay, so that's last month, but now we look forward to February. And the first one is TPM, which is TPG Telecom, an old favourite of mine. They've had a pretty good run over the past, 3-4 months, when they've gone all the way from $4.85 up to $6.88. So that's a hell of a run. They've come back more recently and just sort of consolidating now, probably around the 620 to 630 mark. So I don't think there's a real rush to buy these, but I can't see any reason why the uptrend won't continue with these. So they're at 635 today. I am actually already bought these a couple of days ago, so I'm already in. Look, I think in the next 3 months we can get definitely back over $7, I think, and we'll go from there. So TPM, definitely one to put on your watch list for this month. Okay, the second one, another old favourite of mine, is Mayne Pharma, MYX. Now, I've been trading these a bit this year. They're nice and volatile, so as a trader, these are the sort of bread and butter stocks. They're in the generic drug space, so there's a lot of negativity around them at the moment. Though I recently sold them at 79 cents in a trade I just completed a couple of weeks ago. They're back down to 65.5 cents now. So I'm liking them again. It's probably a little bit quick to get back in. Again, I don't think they're going to explode in the next few days, but over the next month or 3, I think they could be well and truly back towards the 80 cent mark. So definitely put Mayne Pharma on your watch list. And the last one for this month is a little graphite play, or not so little actually. It is Syrah Resources. Now, this graphite, which I've sort of been looking at a lot lately, a lot of littler companies in this space. This is probably the biggest, pure graphite play at the moment. Anyway, that's what's driving it. It's a bit riskier, but it has had a big run up since September or August, from $2.43 up to $4.95. So it's more than doubled over the last 6 months. So it's just sort of been consolidating again over the last few weeks. Got down below $4 just recently. I haven't bought into these ones yet, but they're definitely on my watch list. And yeah, probably in the next few weeks I will be jumping into Syrah. There's a bit of risk in these ones, but I also think the upside is fairly high. So the risk reward ratio is good, and I'll be playing them during the month of February. Okay, so that is the 3 for this month. TPM, TPG Telecom, TPM the code. We got MYX, Mayne Pharma, and Syrah Resources, which is SYR. They're the 3 for this month. So check them out, put them on your watch list, and if they fit your criteria, they may be worth a punt. Okay, so just a couple of other things. I've been getting, probably more than any other stock, I'm sure more than any other stock, I've been getting a lot of questions about FBR, Fast Brick. Now, people ask, do you like them? Are you in them? Will you be buying them? The answer is no, no, and no. You don't need to ask me that question anymore. I don't own them. I probably won't be owning them, and I just don't really like the business at all. So, and one more thing, just a warning. I did a video about scammers a couple of weeks ago, and I must say I've never seen anything quite like it. There are so many scammers out there at the moment on Facebook, but even, like, I live in Perth, and there's scammers running around here selling ridiculous investments. And just a warning, just to be really, really careful at the moment with these cryptocurrencies. They've just brought them out of the woodwork. There was one in particular I sent a message to the other day. He was offering a 14% guaranteed return every week, weekly. And he was using the fact that Bitcoin had gone up by 2,000% last year as the basis, that 14% per week was realistic. So I thought I'd just send him a little message that 14% per week, if you capitalise that, that's a return of 90,000% per year. So Bitcoin might have gone up by 2,000%, which it may or may not do again this year, but they're offering guaranteed 90,000% returns, which obviously is ridiculous. And that's what these scumbags will do. They sort of suck you in. 14% weekly sounds good, but when you think about it, and when you do the maths, 90,000% per annum, they're just scumbags. They take your money. And just be really careful. If you come across any of these ideas or potential opportunities, just let me know, because if they're crap, I'll tell you. If they're good, I'll join you. So I'd love to hear about them, because it is something. Right at the moment, these scumbags are everywhere. So just be really careful. Okay, guys, so that is it for this month. Sorry I had to sort of rush through it a bit. The voice is just not going well today. And so hopefully those 3 go all right, and your trading goes well this month. And I'll talk to you again soon.